Hi, welcome back to my channel. Now I'll just wait for some people to jump on here and just popping over here. We got a new toy today. We'll just wait to see if the regulars jump on today in Wales. It is Welsh Rugby Day. We are never going to win today against Ireland, mind. I'm not going to lie, because Welsh Rugby has gone downhill. So I just thought I'd jump on you before the game starts, which is going to be starting in about an hour and 10 minutes, I think. So we haven't got long. I won't be getting changed for that. Nice to see you who's just jumping on you. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see? Right, we got a new toy. I bought the new Festool HKC 55. I don't know if any of you are interested. I've only used it for a day in work yesterday and I am very impressed. It is an awesome tool. I absolutely love this machine. I don't know why I didn't buy one earlier, mind. I'm not going to lie. I did see reviews of this saw shown on YouTube and everything in the last few years, and a lot of people were saying it's underpowered. But I will say this saw does everything I need it to do. And what I found with this saw, it is very light. I don't know if those of you on here have actually owned one of these. I recommend them highly. They're very easy to use. Adjustment on the saw for your depth is simple. You just pinch and move it. But the beauty I love about this saw, and I'll tell you the reason why I bought it, alright, is the simple fact that this saw comes with a guide rail and you can just cut stud timbers very easily and very quickly if you can't set your miter saw up. Now that's the reason why I bought it. You can just connect the saw to the guide rail, which is very easy to do. I will just adjust the blade. For those of you who haven't seen it before, it just clips in to the guide rail, as simple as that. You can just set it to your timber and cut. Now what I found with this saw, it cuts 2x4s, 3x2s very easily. It doesn't seem underpowered in any way to me whatsoever. I absolutely love the build on the saw. There's only one thing with this saw I would say, mind, is dust extraction. Because obviously if you own a Festool plunge saw, all of this is pretty much covered up. I'm sure they sell a piece. I don't know if I've seen online a slides in here to cover it up. But if obviously you own a plunge saw, you're going to take your plunge saw into work. Now this saw is only going to be used in general construction for me. I'm going to be using it for cutting boards. I'm going to be using it for cutting stud timbers and so on. And that's all I will be using it. But I will say, alright, another awesome feature about this saw is you can take it off this guide rail, alright? Pop that aside, and if you're doing any sort of cutting with this saw, it goes onto this guide rail as well. Now looking at it like that, you will think that saw doesn't fit on there. This saw does, alright? But with this saw, which I think is awesome, watch this. You just press this button up the top by here. Alright, and this turns into a plunge saw then. So if you've got any cut in and you need to do any cut out for sockets and whatnot, obviously you'll press this out of the way. I'm trying to do it in reverse. Alright, you can pop your saw on here, hold your guard up, and that's another great feature about this. You can have it in one hand, pop your guard up, pop it onto your workpiece, and this then becomes a plunge saw, and that's what I love about this saw. Festool have gone and made a saw, which I haven't bought, which I should have bought years ago. Alright, this becomes a plunge saw, this becomes a miter saw. It's everything all built into one. You just readjust this then. That clips back in there, and it's as simple as that. You are back to using a skill saw. Now don't forget with this, alright? This does not have to run on this, and it also doesn't have to run on this. And that's the beauty of this saw. This just goes into a simple skill saw now. So if you've got any cutting you need to do on a job, say you're cutting floors up and doing whatever you're doing, you can just use this as a normal skill saw freehand, alright? I don't know where I put that. You can go back to using it, cutting your timber, alright? You can use it as a basic skill saw. So you can just pop it back on here like you would do, and you can cut away as you normally would with your skill saw. So this is a skill saw, a plunge saw, alright? And it's also Festool saw that can be used on these rails. Now the thing that I do love about these rails, alright, is this has got a retractable, it's like a bungee cord or something. I'll just try and move it up to show you now. Let me pop the saw in there, alright? So when this moves up the rail, there's like a bungee cord. Can you see that black line? And that's all it is. Thank you, Sarah. So I just thought I'd jump on you because I just wanted to show you a few features of this saw. This has really impressed me. So I'll do a few cuts of it now. A lot of people do whinge online and this is underpowered. But I will say, this saw doesn't seem to be. It's only the issue people are having when the saw is tipped at a 45 degree that the saw bogs down. But what you can't go complaining about this saw is this is only 18 volt, alright? The plunge saw I got there is 36 volt. So I'm never going to complain about an underpowered saw when I've only got one battery connected to it. So, let's just grab a bit of timber and show you a cut for those of you who haven't seen them before. So I'll just grab a bit of timber. I'm sure I had some lying around there. It's always the same when you're on a live, you can't find nothing. So I'll just chop anything up to show you now. Right, I got a bit of timber, but yeah, I've fired a few nails into there. So, you want to chop a bit of timber with this saw? You just have it there, overhanging. Saw is set. Off of the guide rail up to the timber you were cutting. Alright? And I just went straight through a nail and look at that. Beautiful. So, we're not too bothered by that. I'll probably order myself a new blade. But I just want to show you how quick and easy it is to cut with this saw. So we'll just pop it back on there. Line your guide rail up to whatever you want to cut. And off you go. It's a lovely cut. It hasn't got many teeth on the blades, mind. Right? It is like a panther blade on these. They are for rough cutting. I'm still using the old Festool HKC. All we are doing, I'm just showing you the new saw I have bought. I'm very happy with it. I'm impressed. I just done a quick cut then and I went through a tack, but it's only a small tack. These are carbide tip blades. I'd imagine them to cut those nails and screws all day. But, like I said, quick and easy. On the guide rail, slide the rail up, put your thumb in there, and off it comes. Quick, easy. I'm not perfect using this yet because I've only been using it one day, but I grew on this saw straight away, I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love it. It's lightweight. I'll just show you it against a plunge saw now. Pop that over there, alright? So, pop that in here. That's the difference in size, look. This is the TS55K, and this is the HKC 55. Now this saw has a smaller footprint, alright? It's running the same size blade, I think, if I remember right, but you've got to use the only blade designed for this saw. So, any Festool blade I'll buy for any saw, alright? I will only use the blades made by Festool. I won't use any other make, alright? What brand? Festool JC. I only use Festool blades and that is it. I won't use nothing else. So yeah, I'm very impressed with the saw. It's got a lot of features, alright? It's been absolutely fabulous to work with this week. I've been cutting 22mm chipboard floors and this has flown through it. This size blade, let me have a look. I think it's 160mm. Yeah, it's 160 mil, but this is only 1.8 millimeters, the curve on there. So it's a very thin blade, obviously, to let the power of the saw do the work. That's all the battery I used yesterday, alright? I've decided to run it on a 4 amp hour battery, which is great. I'll pop that back in there. So it's been doing a lot of cutting and I've hardly used any battery. But yeah, it's an awesome saw. Like I said, quick to adjust, very easy. Pop your thumb on there. That retracts, and what it does, alright, let me get the battery out, I'll show you now. When you've retracted the guard on this saw, as you can see, the riving knife is right by there, look. See the riving knife? So you've got a safety feature built into this saw. So when you are cutting, alright, you can lift the guard out the way, and this riving knife then drops into place, and so you can cut very, very safe. Alright, Sarah, nice to see you. But yeah, I'm impressed. So the riving knife is always in play. Let me have a swig of my tea a sec. JC is on about inches. He's on about 7¼ inch blade. Let me just measure it for you, JC. Look on my battery out of there. Yes. So we'll try and do a measurement with the blade in. I would say, do you know what? Let's just measure it this way. You're about 6¾ inch on the size of that, I'd say. I haven't taken the blade out, obviously. But here we go again, alright? This is how quick and easy the blade change is. You just pop this open, alright? What have we got to do with there then? That seems to be in the way. Oh, that's it, is it? Right. Now we are locked off, alright? Get your Allen key. I've just moved this here, watch. That comes out. I haven't even looked at this yet. It's the first time I've done it. And that is locked off. So once you've pulled this down, you cannot pull the trigger on the saw. You can do a blade change of a battery in if you wish. It's not recommended. But once this feature has been engaged to change the blade, right, you cannot pull the trigger on the saw. So you don't need to take a battery out, but I always do. It is highly recommended, just in case one of these features fails. You can pop this out of here, and then I can measure the blade for you then, alright? This guard still works. Pop that out of there, and I shall measure the blade. Let's have a look for you. So there's the blade. How are you, Adam? Today is the holidays. That is absolutely awesome. I wish I was on holidays. So there's the blade, alright? We are measuring 6¼ inches, just so you know. I'll pop that back in here now very quickly. Pop the guard out of the way. I can do it on the side of the table here if I wish. Pop the blade in like so. Alright. Pop him on his side. Pop that in there. Pop that in there. Alright, and because I got this locked off, I don't have to fiddle with my fingers anywhere. I'm trying to get that in here now, and then I'll just tighten off lovely, and that's it. Simple as that. Blade change done. Alright? And that is it. Then, you pop your Allen key in the little spot for it, which is right by here. Push that in the hole there. I'm not too sure how this one goes in. There we are. It's as simple as that. Flick that, and then you're free to go. Pop your battery in. Job done. So that is it. That's how... Shut up, the dust extractor fired up. So that's how quick it is to change the blade on there. It's exactly the same with the other saw. Like I said, I've gone through some simple features on this saw. Obviously, you've got your dust extraction as per usual with Festool. You can pop your dust extraction on there. Make sure your battery's connected just by pressing that. Dust extractor fires up. It's as simple as that. Comes with all the lovely features from Festool, and I absolutely love this saw. So I just thought I'd show you on a quick live where I've actually invested in one. And the reason why I've done it, I'm not too sure. I think it was Mark, one of my subscribers. He recommended this saw and buy it. I've been leaving it off for years. I thought I'm going to buy myself one. So I bought the saw and I'm very impressed with it so far. So I think it's going to put my plunge saw aside for 5. But I do use that daily or most of the times on what I'm doing with my work. I'm very impressed with this. This is going to be my go-to saw now. It's a lovely looking machine. 3-year warranty as per usual. Like I said, very light as well. It's a lovely saw. Happy days. I'll see you on the next video. Who's that? JC, stop trolling. No, I think JC pops on ya. He is on your regular, JC. What do you say on air, JC? I don't know if he's trolling. JC normally comes on ya quite regular. Adam, does JC come on ya? You're on here all the time. I know I keep calling you JC, but it's JG, innit? Sorry, JG. You're always on here. You're on my lives regular, buddy. Let's have a look. What is going on? I don't know, Adam, what's going on today. Yes, nice, JG. You're always on here. You are, buddy. Nice to see you again, anyway. It's all good. Yes, it is. Yeah, so I told you the blade measurement on there. I can't remember what it was. We said it was 6 1/4 inch. But yeah, it's not a cheap machine, I will say. But it's worth every penny if it's going to be used daily in work. So I'm just going to pop him back away in the box. Alright. I did buy the saw new. I don't like buying second-hand gear. Obviously, that's mine now and it's got a warranty. You just need to make sure that your blade is dropped down just to fit it in the box. Pop him away nice and safe. What's that feature? I haven't seen that before on one of these sustainers. Has anyone spotted these on the Festool sustainers? I haven't seen one of them on there before. JC works better. Thank you, JC. I'll call you JC from now on. It makes my life a lot easier. What's been saying on you? Who's been saying stuff then? That's alright. I'm glad everyone's alright. Right, I've just spotted something different on this sustainer. Let me go and grab another sustainer to see what the difference is. This could be something new. Yeah, I bought another new tool as well this week. I just thought I'd show you this as well. I got myself the new Festool 100 years limited edition sustainer. This is a nice one. 100-year limited edition on there. Alright. You got a nice badge on there. It is 65% recycled material and it comes in black. It is a nice bit of kit that. I'm going to make something to put in there. This is their new Sus Eco. That's a nice sustainer. I just wanted to see the difference actually. What's the difference on ya? So, opening this one, alright. There's something going on these corners. I've never seen these before. I think when that drops in there, it just keeps it in place nice. It feels a nice movement on this lid, I'm not going to lie. Let's have a look at this one. Open this. There's the difference, look. See? This one has not got these on the corners. Can you see that? There we go. There's the corners on there. Alright, take this off here. Shut that. Alright. And when we look at this one, let me get the saw out of here. It looks like they've built something into the corners to protect the corners now. Can you see them sticking up? That might be some sort of feature, I don't know. I need to investigate this now and find out what these are doing on here. Maybe it's for something. I think this part of the sustainer by here guides yourself into there and it stops these corners getting damaged. So it looks like Festool, I don't know if any of you's commenting on ya, have actually designed a new system on the sustainers. This is the first time I've seen this. This looks impressive to me. The corner looks like it's more solid. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see it. As you can see on these, look. See the holes through there? Can you see me looking through there? See the holes? Now these sustainers, right, they're actually designed with a crumple zone in the corner. So if you actually drop the tool, right, and it lands on the corner like that, all of that will just get damaged, but the main box and structure will all stay nice and solid. It's obviously designed to protect your tooling. What's that? It keeps the lid aligned. That's what I was thinking, JG. I quite like the look of that. That's a nice little system they put in place for there. I was just popping that away. So yeah, all in all, everyone, I'm happy with my purchase. You're going to see this featured on a lot of my videos. I'm going to try and use it a lot more. Alright, I'm very impressed with that. I think it's worth every penny. I know a lot of people whinge the Festool are really pricey tools. Well, they're not, because I've only ever had one Festool fail, and I ordered a repair within the app. They come and collected the tool and got it back to me within 48 hours. They're absolutely awesome service you get from them. They're brilliant. They're worth every penny, in my opinion. Yeah, I know, Hank. It's actually great, that corner on there. Can I go to watch a different free? I don't know what that says, Sarah. What do you say on there then? I'm going to swig of my tea. We are in the middle of sorting out some new cups. Yeah, JG is brilliant. Every tool you buy, all right, you register it on the app. When the tool is registered, if you've got a problem with the tool, you go in the app, click on your tool, and under the tool it says request repair. The second you click that, within 12 hours, they're actually picking the tool up. Then it gets sent up country. You have a text message to say they've received it. Then they send you another text to say it's coming back to you. And what they also do, all right, which I think is amazing, you don't have to have the tool sent to your address. You can have it wherever you work in as well, which I think is amazing. So they'll send it to your job, deliver it to your job, fully working and serviced if you want it serviced as well. And yeah, they're really good company. So that's I've only ever had one failure. They sorted it out and sent it straight back to me, and that's it. And that's all included within the first 3 years of owning the tool, which I think is amazing. So you do pay, don't get me wrong, they're not cheap, but you get that full 3 years. So you can use the tool as hard as you want. You can put it through its paces. You don't have to worry within the first 3 years. You're going to get your money's worth out of it. But like I said, I got a lot of tools 5-6 year old in this, and they haven't failed yet. GG. Adam, I'm just calling him JC. I know it's JG. I keep saying JC, so I think that's a lot easier for me. It's all good. Thank you, JC. Nice you're taking it on the chin there, mate. Everyone else, can you stop going on to him? He's a regular of mine on here. All right, you're a cousin of Adam, are you? Adam, you getting your friends on my lives as well now? That's brilliant of you. Yo, how are you, Jade? Is that, am I saying it right? Jado? Jado Gamer, is it? Nice to see you. Hi, how are you? It's crazy the amount of people that's jumping on you now. We do have our regulars. Let me just pop this away. I'll be there now. 2 secs. I just want to put this over here before I trip on it. Right, I've just pulled that away and I've just got to knock something over like I do when I'm in a rush on a live. Right, so what we're going to be doing today, like I said, I'm going to be watching the rugby now for an hour or two. Well, it's about 2 hours long, I'd imagine. So I'm going to watch the rugby and I will pop back out here a bit later. I'm 42, JC, I am. And I'll pop out here a bit later then and we'll get on to making something today. We'll also be going live tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing on any of these lives yet. We just do what we do. Normally I just think of something as I'm live and we just crack on and go ahead of it normally, don't we? So yeah, we do make a lot of things on these lives. We do a lot of chatting, but it's nice to see you. Ah, Denny, you've come on a bit late today, mate. What's that? I'm late, I see. Yeah, you are a little bit late on today's one, Danny. I was only showing off a new soda I bought because I'm impressed with it. It's a lovely machine. Yes, I will, JC. I will enjoy. And we got Jade. Have a guess what, Adam? Have a look at the comments on you if you can see them. We got Adam's cousin on you now as well. You don't have any internet. Your internet's knocking off. Is it, Sarah? How does that Milwaukee nailer work? Right, Hank. I can't really fire it. Oh. So these are the Milwaukee nailers. This is for Hank because he's asked. Here's the Milwaukee nailer. It is a big machine, Hank, all right? It is a lovely tool. It's quite, let me just show you the front end view of it. That's the front end on it, all right? And this is battery powered. So I'll just grab a battery now, all right? Here we go, let's get a battery. So I will show you the nailer now, Hank, just so you can see it in action. What size nails have I got in here? I got 90 mils in here, so I best clamp something to the workpiece before we have an accident. So it just takes any 5 amp hour battery from Milwaukee, all right? But obviously adding batteries, you're probably better off running this machine on a 2 amp hour battery, I would say, because this gets heavy. So if you're working overhead, for me, this is a bit too heavy, all right? I'm not a big, massive built bloke. I find this a little bit awkward. But when you're nailing down deck boards and things like that, if you're nailing, all right, it is a lovely machine for doing that. But anything past shoulder height, it can hurt your hand, gets a bit heavy. Obviously, if you're using it daily, I'd imagine you get used to it. Like any other nail gun, as you can see, you just pop this back, get your nails out of there, all right? This is an angled nailer. I don't know if you can see the nails. There's the nails. It's just an angled nailer. So all it is a nail gun. Alright? I don't think I'll go firing it just yet, just in case we have a hiccup on live. Thank you. What does that say? My cousin said he's a big fan of you. Yeah, Jado, Adam is a regular on my channel. He comes on here every week. There we go, boys. I'm glad you're back on here. I'm just going to pop this away. Yeah, Adam is a regular of mine. We got quite a few regulars. 30 degrees. Let me think, G. It is. It says by a lock. I think I will fire it just to show you. 30 to 34 degrees it says on there. So that's the size nails we got on there. And that's what it proves, JC. I don't always use nailers, all right? My main nailer is my pass load, but that is a second fixed gun for finishing. Right, let me just grab a bit of timber then. We'll slap a nail in here now. I think I'll clamp it down just to show you. So we'll pop a clamp in there. All right. Chuck this in here. I think I'll put 2 clamps on here with all the pushing. Get this one over here. All right. I knew I'd get that jammed up because I never should have put that clamp in there. This way round, move the nailer out the way, and pop that in there. Everyone should work when you're on live. Right, so we got the nailer. It's a simple machine to use. All we do, press the button on there. Alright, so you can either decide to have it on a single nail or you can go bump feed, which I don't normally use that feature. We have a full battery, which is all plugged in. Get the nailer. And that's it. It is lovely to use, I'm not going to lie, but like I said, it's a little bit heavy, this nailer. There we go. Fires them in there, look, see? And that's it. And what I find with these nailers, all right, it's not that consistent sometimes, but that could be me, that could be user error, not pressing it on deep enough, but it is a lovely nailer. I do like it, but it's a little bit on the heavy side for me. But like I said, I'd only use this at this level, shoulder height, and that's about as far as I go with it. All right, Sarah, you go to sleep. I have the Pasolloid. They are 20 years, yeah, see? JC, that's the thing with Pasolloid. See, you can service them and you can use them for years. I think my one up there that you see, I think that is, let me think, it's got to be 6-7 year old that now. It's done well. My grandma is trying to start a barbecue in the rain. I don't think she's going to get anywhere with that, Adam. I'm not going to lie. Let me just get my battery out of there. Pop that aside. and this can go back in his home. That's where that normally lives. I just need to denail this now. I don't think I've got a hammer, so I need to pop this safe so I don't step on it. I will do that later. Right, everyone, I've got to go now, all right? I'm going to wait for everyone just to say ta-ra, because I normally jump off and don't give you the chance. I am going to pop away now because I'm going to watch the rugby. I know they do sell, what I've noticed, JC, they sell the lithium-powered ones now. I'm on the old battery on mine. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. There is a video we done servicing this nail gun on a live. Oh, the battery's falling out of there. That's all they are, is those batteries. Not the best. These are not original batteries, mind. I bought these cheapy batteries for this nailer because I hardly use it. And what I was finding, the original pass-load ones weren't lasting long. So I just decided to buy the cheapy batteries. But I will say with this nail gun, mind, it's 6-year-old, but these are lightweight. You can use these anywhere you want, alright? And this nail gun is so light, it's lovely to operate. I love this. So if any one of you are thinking of investing in nail guns, just be prepared. Unless you've got big, massive arms, alright? These things are really heavy when you've got a battery on it, especially if you put in a 5 amp hour battery on them, they become heavy. These have only got a small battery and a gas can, which is great. Let's pop that up there. Yep, we're cooked. I bet you are, Adam. It looks like I have problems with the pass-load batteries too. Danny, they seem to be a nightmare. They don't last long, but I do have my battery and it lasts. I don't use my nail gun all the time. I'm lucky to get 2 years out of them. My grandpa, what's that? My grandpa has got to hit us with a sticky plant. So it looks like you lot are having a load of fun out there in the garden with your barbecue. I'm all in now, Mark. I don't blame you, Danny. I don't think I will invest in A myself because obviously I don't do a lot of work in that. Normally my nail gun is used for architraves and second fixing. I do use it on some cabinet building, I'm not going to lie, because I like the wood glue and then chuck the odd tack in there just to keep things in place as it's setting up. Obviously hidden tacks, but that's all I use mine for. But like I said, I've had it 6 years. I service it every year. It's even better with a fruit braid, is it, Mark? I used mine this week, cutting 4x2 for a shed frame. Great little saw. Mark, it was the best recommendation you give me, mate. I absolutely love it. That's why I just pulled it out to show you. I was hoping you might have jumped on, yeah? I was shocked how good the saw is. And I love the fact that it runs on the guide rail and runs on the other rail. And you can use it as a skill saw as well. You can't fault the saw. It cuts absolutely lovely. So I will try that other blade out then. I'll take your recommendation on that like I normally do. Adam, yes, you have a crazy family. But yeah, I'm very impressed with that saw, Mark. You give an awesome recommendation on it. Like I said, I jumped on there. I said I'd buy one and I have. And you know what? I can't believe that I haven't bought one of them saws in all the time of owning Festool saws. You have an 18 gauge, do you? JC, that's a 16 gauger I got. I'm not going to lie, I didn't know they'd done the 18 gauge because the 18 are the smaller nails again. I have got a Milwaukee 18 gauge nailer, and the only thing I got a problem with that is I've bought the 50 odd mil nails for it, but it just will not fire them no matter what. The only size it'll go up to is about 38, I think. So I have got an 18 gauge, and I got a 16 gauge pass load, obviously. Very crazy family. 18 gauge, I have both. Right, by the way, is this the first live today? Yeah, it's the first time I popped on here, Adam. Danny, have a good day, Mark. Watch the ball game. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump off here now because I'm going to have a bit of grub and watch the rugby. And I'll pop back on here later to see you guys and girls. And I'll see you on the next video in a few hours, alright? Over and out, everyone. Over and out.